Hello mga kawawmat, in this video we will discuss gross pay and net pay. So, aralin natin kung paano kinocompute itong dalawang ito. So first, what do you think you'll earn in this situation? So the job offer, the position is sales assistant, the monthly salary, 20,000 pesos. So dun sa 20,000 pesos, meron siyang allowance. No, additional dun sa 20,000, meron siyang allowance na 2,000 pesos. Meron siyang overtime pay na 1,500 and may commission siyang 3,000. Questions? So is 20,000 your final take-home pay? So the answer is no. Okay, so based sa nakikita nyo, of course, meron siyang karagdagan no, na allowance, overtime, and commission. So madadagdag yan dun sa kabuuang sweldo niya sa isang buwan. Pero hindi niya naman lahat yon makukuha. Bakit? Okay, so dahil meron tayong mga deductions, no? May mga deductions na dapat i-apply, especially yung mga mandatory deduction from the government. So ano-ano yun? So ibabawas dun sa kabuang sweldo mo, yung SSS, yung tax, pag-ibig, and PhilHealth. So kung gusto niyo balikan yung discussion natin about sa mandatory deductions, kung paano kinocompute, okay, tingnan niyo lang yung previous na video sa playlist na to. So again, so pag may offer sa'yo na, let's say for ito yung offer sa'yo ng sweldo mo, so hindi yun matitake home mo. Okay, dahil may mga deductions pa. Alright, so yan ang pag-usapan natin ngayon, no? Ano yung paano kino-compute yung gross pay, so and net pay at ano yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa. Okay. So pag sinabi natin gross pay, that is the total amount an employee earns before any deductions. So ano yung mga kasama, no? Ano yung mga kasama dun sa gross pay? So kasama dyan yung basic salary mo, yung overtime pay, yung allowances. So may mga allowances, no? Halimbawa, yung may rice allowance kayo, kaya may mga transportation allowance kayo dahil malalayo yung bahay nyo dun sa pinapasukan nyo. So may mga ganyang company. Okay, yung mga commissions, like for example, may nakabenta ka ng ganitong amount, meron kayong makukuhang commission doon. So depende doon sa papasukan yung trabaho. And may mga bonuses. Okay, so kapag 13-month pay or 14-month pay, so madadagdag doon sa buwan ng sweldo mo, that is the gross pay. No? Yan ang included na sa gross pay natin. So ibig sabihin, kapag in-add natin yan lahat, yan yung total amount na pwede mong makuha sa loob ng isang buwan. Okay? Or, yan yung sweldo mo rather na, I mean, that's the total income for the whole month. Okay? Kasi kasama na yung mga ito. Okay, ano naman yung net pay? So, yung net pay, also known as a take-home pay. Okay, so yung word na take-home pay, ibig sabihin, malinis na lahat. Ito na yung pera na maiuwi mo. Sayong-sayo na ito. Is the amount an employee actually receives after mandatory deductions. Like, so ano yung mga pwedeng i-deduct sa sweldo mo? So, sabi nga, yung mga mandatory deduction like SSS, pag nasa private ka, GSIS naman kapag government employee. So, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig Fund, withholding tax. So, yan. Meron pa tayong mga pwedeng i-deduct. For example, meron kang loan. Okay, yung may mga utang ka. Pwede yan i-deduct din. Okay, so for example, meron ka ring naka-auto-deduct rin yung mga insurance. No? Kung meron kang insurance, meron kang mga health insurance, life insurance, yung mga ganyan, or may mga savings ka and investment. So, pwedeng ibawas yun doon sa gross pay mo. So, kung yung matira, that will be your net pay or the take-home pay. So, tingnan natin. Meron tayong dalawang situation dito na ipapakita. And then we will solve gross pay and net pay. Pero bago natin makuha yung gross pay and net pay, i-compute muna natin yung ibang factors. Like for example, meron kang commission, meron kang allowances. So, magkano yun yung total gross pay mo. Sa net pay naman, i-compute muna natin yung mga deductions. So, kagaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, na-discuss ko na, yung deductions dun sa previous video natin, yung mga mandatory deductions. Okay, so what are the formulas for gross pay? Okay, the basic salary plus overtime plus allowances plus commission plus bonuses. And sa net pay naman, gross pay minus the total deductions. So yan yung simpleng formula ang gagamitin lang natin for gross pay and net pay. So for example number one, Joy receives a basic pay of 28,500 pesos a month and a 1% commission on her sales. So she sold 65,000 pesos worth of products this month. So her deduction are the following. So bababawasan siya ng 5% for SSS, 2.5% for PhilHealth, 2% for Pag-ibig, and yung withholding tax niya dun sa total income niya. And we will compute the net pay. So ngayon, uh, binigay naman na yung mga total deductions. So, ito yung mga percentage. So, saan kinukuha again yung 5% dun sa basic pay niya na 28,500. Ganun din yung 2.5% ng PhilHealth. Dito rin kinukuha sa basic pay. At the same time, yung pag-ibig. Okay, let us answer this. So, of course, una, kunin muna natin yung gross earnings niya. Meron siyang basic pay na 28,500 and then meron siyang commission na 1% dun sa kabuang benta niya. So nakabenta siya ng 65,000 pesos worth of product this month. So 1% that is 0.01, 'di ba? 0.01 times 65,000 ang sagot doon ay 650. So paano kino-compute yung gross pay? Basic pay plus commission. Okay? So, ang basic pay niya ay 28,500 plus 650 na commission. So, ang kabuong kita niya for a month is 29,150 pesos. So, yan ang buong kita niya. Ngayon, sabi ko nga sa inyo, yung gross pay, hindi pa yung take-home pay niya. Okay? Kasi, antayin natin na madidak lahat ng mga dapat i-deduct. So, next is, let us compute the deductions. Okay, so una yung SSS. So 5% of 28,500. So una, i-convert nyo muna yung 5% into decimal. So that is 0.05 multiplied by 28,500. So ang madideduct sa 28,500 ay 1,425 for SSS. Okay? Next is PhilHealth. So, 2.5% ng 28,500. So, convert nyo muna to into decimal. So, that is 0.025 times 28,500. The answer is 712.50. So, yan naman yung contribution niya sa PhilHealth na kung saan ibabawas dun sa basic pay niya. Next is yung pag-ibig. Pag-ibig 2% of 28,500 since ang sagot dyan ay more than dun sa maximum amount ng contribution. So, tatandaan natin na yung maximum amount na contribution lang ng PhilHealth ay 200 pesos. So, pero kung kukumpitin natin 2% nung 28,000 pesos, sobra yan. So, still, ang ibabayad niya lang ay 200 pesos. Dahil yan po yung rule ng pag-ibig. So, the maximum amount ng contribution ay 200 pesos lang. Okay. So, meron pa tayong na-compute natin. Eliza, a junior accountant working at a small accounting firm in Caloocan City, earns a monthly salary of 32,000. Okay, she works 8 hours a day and has completed 22 working days this month. She also rendered 6 hours of overtime and was scheduled for 2 night shifts, each lasting 8 hours. So in addition to her salary, she received a non-taxable rice allowance of 1,500 pesos. Her deductions include, so dito na-compute na yung SSS, so binigay na kung magkano yung madideduct na. SSS is 1,600, PhilHealth is 800 pesos, Pag-ibig 200 pesos. The withholding tax based on the train law or the taxable income. So, questions. So, we'll compute Eliza's daily and hourly rate. Compute also the overtime pay. So, compute her night shift differential. Compute her gross pay for the month. Compute the taxable income. Compute her withholding tax. Compute her total deductions and the net pay for the month. So, isa-isahin natin. So first, okay, let us compute the daily and hourly rate. So nabanggit, no, yung monthly salary ni Eliza ay 32,000. And then binanggit diyan na sa buwan na ito, 22 working days lang siya nakapagtrabaho. So para makuha natin, no, yung daily rate niya, so kunin natin yung monthly salary niya, which is 32,000. I-divide natin sa 22 days. So, ibig sabihin, ang daily rate ni Eliza is 1,454.55. And next is the hourly rate. Since 8 hours a day naman siya nagtatrabaho, so 1,454.55 divided by 8 hours, the answer is 181.82. So, that's the answer. Next. Okay. So, the overtime pay. So, number 2 tayo. So, meron ng rule na binigay. That's 125% of hourly rate. So, 125% of hourly rate. So, ang hourly rate niya is 181.82. So, 1.25 times 181.82 is 227.28. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nag-overtime siya, no, yung isang oras na overtime niya, ang halaga nun ay 227.28. So, ilang oras ba siya nag-overtime? 6. So 6 times 227.28, the answer is 1,363.68. So ibig sabihin, yung total overtime pay niya is 1,363.68. Next is, okay, the night shift differential. Okay, so ilang gabi ba yan? 2 nights. Okay, so 110% of hourly rate. So 1.10 multiply by the hourly rate of 181.82, ang sagot natin ay 200 pesos. Okay, so ilang gabi? So we have 8 hours. Okay, tapos dalawa, no? Dalawang beses. So 200 times 8 times 2. So the answer is 3,200. So that's the total night shift differential. So ngayon, kunin natin yung gross pay niya for the month. So, ang basic salary niya is 32,000. Ito yung monthly salary niya. And then may overtime pay siya na 1,363.68. Meron siyang night shift pay na 3,200 pesos. And then meron siyang non-taxable allowance. Okay, yung rice allowance niya which is 1,500 pesos. So, ito total natin yan. So, the total gross pay is 38,063.68. So, yan yung total gross pay niya. So, now, kunin natin no, the taxable income. So, the taxable income is 33,963.68. Okay, so we will compute now the withholding tax. Okay, from train load table, okay, we have 33,333 but not over 66,667. Okay, so kapag ganyan, ang bracket na sa pag-compute ng ganyang amount, so nasa monthly base tayo, no? 1,875 plus 20% of the excess over 33,333. So ang gagawin natin, minus lang natin 33,963.33 minus 33,333 is equal to 630.68. Okay, by the way, bakit yung taxable income niya is 33,963 lang. Okay, hindi siya nag-base doon sa 38. Okay, so hindi na sinama dito. Okay, kasi hindi sinama, binawas natin dito sa gross pay niya. Okay, yung SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. Kasi hindi naman, at saka yung monthly salary, yung allowance na non-taxable. So kapag in-add kasi natin yon, so hindi ko pala pinakita dyan. So i-add natin. So that is 1,500 yung allowance. And then 1,600 yung SSS. Then 800 yung PhilHealth plus 200 yung uh, Pag-ibig. So kapag minus natin ito doon sa 38,063. Okay, 0.68. Okay. So the answer will be 33,963.68. So again ha, okay, yung taxable income, nakuha natin yan mula sa gross pay, binawas natin yung SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig, saka yung ah, non-taxable rice allowance niya na 1,500. Kasi hindi naman yun isasama sa pag-compute ng tax. Okay. So, hindi natin isasama yon. So, ibig sabihin, yung taxable income niya lang is 33,963.68. So, therefore, so, kagaya na nabanggit ko kanina, so yung bracket na kabilang yung 33,963.68 ay ito, yung 1,875 plus 20% o excess ng 33,333. So, ang excess ay 633.68 multiply by 20%. So, the answer is 1,875 plus 0.20 multiplied by 630.68. The answer is 2,001.14. So, ibig sabihin, yung tax niya, 2,001.14. Next. Okay, pag kinompute natin yung total deductions, okay, so that is, yung total deduction niya, tax na 2,001.14 plus yung SSS na 1,600 plus yung pag-ibig na 800 and then yung PhilHealth pala, PhilHealth na 800 and the pag-ibig is 200. So ang kabuang deduction niya is 4,601.14. So para makuha natin yung net pay natin, the gross pay, which is 38,063.68 minus the 4,601.14. So, the correct answer is 33,462.54. So, yan yung net pay niya for the month. 33,462.54. Okay, let us have a short quiz. So, ang gagawin nyo lang, pipili lang kayo ng letter or you write the letter in a piece of paper. So, may 15 seconds kayo sa bawat question. So, which of the following is not included in gross pay? A. Basic salary. B. Overtime pay. C. Pag-ibig deduction. And D. Commission. Alright, so next. Number 2. If your basic salary is 15,000 and you earn 2,000 in overtime, what is your gross pay? A. 13,000. B. 7,000. C. 15,000. D. 12,000. All right, next, number 3. Which deduction is mandatory in the Philippines? Clothing allowance, grocery allowance, CSSS, D incentives. Okay, number 4. Gross pay is 20,000 and deduction is R 3,500. What is the net pay? A 16,500, B 20,000, C 23,500, D 18,000. Okay, last. Number five, why is net pay lower than gross pay? A, because of salary increase. B, due to bonuses. C, due to deductions like SSS and taxes. D, because of commission. Alright, so check na natin yung 5-item quiz natin. So for number one, the answer is letter C. Number two, letter B. Number three, C. Number four, A. Number five, C. Okay, can you check your answer and count your total score? If you get four and five, congratulations. And if you get one, two, and three, okay, you can still practice of this topic, no? Okay? Hanap kayo ng mga topic or exercises na kinukompute yung gross and net pay. Okay? Okay, so here are some references na pwede yung gamitin. So thank you for watching this video. Sana natuto kayo how to compute the gross and net pay.